Hello everyone, welcome to this little vlog that I'm doing. Well, it's like a post vlog kind of a thing. I'm going to be editing this and posting this online months after it actually happened. So sometime in late April, early March, I went ahead and took a trip over to South Korea as a part of a little long weekend that I got from work. You may have seen the little bad furry roleplay video that I did. If you're watching this, it's too late. I'm in South Korea. Let me tell you more about my trip to South Korea. I didn't just go there to film a YouTube video about furry roleplay. That's nonsense. Why would I do that? So I don't remember if it was this trip or another trip, but I decided that since I had an early flight and an early train ride before that as well, and I didn't trust myself to wake up early enough just to rush over there, I got a hotel room just close by to the train station. And that hotel room was the grossest, ugliest thing ever, just because it was a split decision kind of a thing. I didn't reserve it ahead of time. At least I didn't think so. I was just looking for a cheap place, not cheap, inexpensive place to stay at so that I could wake up early enough and head over to the train station to get to the airport. I mean, this place was gross, musty, terrible. If you think you know cheap hotel rooms in the US or wherever you're from, I don't know if it compares to China. I don't even actually have photos or videos of this, but just take my word on it. It was the grossest thing ever. So after a nice night in this little hotel room that was awful, don't go there, I make my way over to the Suzhou railway station, take it all the way over to the Shanghai railway station, take the subway from the railway station all the way over to the airport, and then just hang out there until my flight came about. Now, funny thing, it was raining at the Shanghai airport, and I even brought an umbrella just to prepare myself in case I needed to go outdoors. But more on that later. Here's some footage of my flight. As you can see, there are lots of clouds in the sky. A lot. It was blocking all the weather. It was hard to enjoy that little window seat I secured for myself. It was kind of a shame. I always love the window seat to see what's outside during the flight. And even if I can't get the window seat, I always dart my eyes right over there because I like to watch. So, little tidbit about the airport over in South Korea. It's in a little place called Incheon. There are 4 different kinds of languages that they speak over at this airport. They have English, they have Korean, of course, they have Japanese, and they have Chinese. And luckily, my hotel over in Incheon was very close by to the airport. It was actually walking distance, but there was a SkyTram, so I just took that instead. I stayed at what's called a guest house. I'm not sure how that's different, but they call it that. And here is where I learned the value of the Korean currency right here. So I'm at one terminal at the airport. My hotel is closer to the other terminal on the other side of the airport. So in all my wisdom, I took a taxi from one spot, circle all the way over to the other spot. And this cost me 15,000 Korean won. You may be thinking that's an outrageous amount. How could I even have that kind of money? The Korean won kind of starts out in the hundreds and the thousands. You'll learn about that later. Now that I'm at my hotel room, let me tell you about the person that was taking care of me over at this place. So, I forget her name, sorry. This nice woman right here brought me up to the hotel room. Her English was not great. My Korean is awful. I couldn't tell you anything about the Korean language other than how they say hello. But in order to make communication much easier, I forget if she was either mainland Chinese by descent or she knew the language, but she had WeChat. I had WeChat. WeChat is the main source of communication outside of text messaging that you do in China on your phone or on your computer, I guess. I don't know. It is an all-encompassing communication app. And once we figured out that we could communicate with each other with WeChat, we were joyous. We were exuberant because that made it so much easier. I was coming in from China. I was already familiar with the Chinese language, or the basics of it at least, and WeChat can indeed translate from Chinese back into English. So always good. And now, here's my hotel room. Enjoy. So this is where I'm staying. It's on the 12th floor of this big, kind of a business building. but it's like it has a bunch of hotel rooms around here. And my lock here, you just put in a password. Not showing that. And as we go in, gotta remember, shoes off. There are even house slippers right here. Inside here is a bathroom. And right here, there's a look at closet, extra mattress, and some hangers in here. If we go inside, I've already settled in a little bit. You even got pizza, kind of legit actually. Better than the some of the pizza I've had in China. And yeah, they have pizza in China, and it's not very good unless it's an international brand like Domino's or Pizza Hut. And even then, I'm not a big fan of Pizza Hut. I'd rather have a Domino's, the Wi-Fi router, and a little device there that hooks up to cable and whatever, and a huge screen TV with a little cabinet here. And then there's nothing, like nothing right here. There could be a desk. There could, but there's not. See that? That is the Korean plug that they use. I don't have that. There is a little supermarket area nearby that I could probably grab a converter plug for all my electronics for that. Probably gonna do that right after I record this video. Other than that, this is basically like a hotel room almost. Well, it is a hotel room, but they call it a guest house. I don't know what the difference is. This is what Korean money looks like. Their coins start in the tens and the hundreds, and their bills start in the thousands. I believe the average, like median salary over here is probably in the millions as well, like 1 or 2 million. Let's see how much I have. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 39, 49.5. So I have about 50,000. That's a really large number, but because of the way the economy and the cost of living over here in South Korea is, I like to see it more as just divided by 1,000, and that's the real cost. Because that's how I see it in like United States dollars, or maybe even Canadian dollars. I brought over some paper money from China. This is the renminbi, or yuan, or kwai, or any of those words that they use for China's money. So this is about 500. That would be closer to 70 or 80 USD. Let's see, 500 of those got me about 78,000, because it would be more, but they took taxes out because of the currency exchange. I'm just gonna reduce down the thousands of won to $1, just to make that easier. And to compare, this thing is huge. By the way, this is my Huawei phone, well, Honor, but it's a subsidiary of Huawei. That's about 6 inches, just to compare. 12,500 won, or $12.50. The water came free. So that just shows you how the money works here in South Korea. Kind of insane. I keep calling it JRPG numbers. I brought a special instrument with me. I might play that just to open up this vlog. I don't know if I'll edit that later. I brought an umbrella because it was raining in Shanghai at the airport. So I thought maybe it was going to rain on my way back or here in Korea, but I'm not so sure. Here's more plugs that I can't use. And of course, it wouldn't be a vlog from this channel if I didn't bring one fursuit. He's a little roughed up, needs some brushing, just because he's been in a suitcase. See, I brought my Switch, I brought my laptop, because I might be editing something or filming something while I'm here. That's about it for my hotel room tour. Probably gonna put that pizza into the fridge. This is a huge, huge window I have, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna get some rest, get that converter plug, go on a little 2.5 day adventure, and I'll let you guys know how that goes and film it all. Yeah.
So that night I took a rest in a much better hotel room, honestly, and then I woke up the next morning and I decided, let's go downtown to Seoul. Let me tell you something about transportation and distance, just as a little bit of comparison. If you wanted to go from the Dallas-Fort Worth airport over to downtown Dallas, it's gonna take you around 20 miles to drive down there, or about, I don't know, half an hour, which sounds a little bit far. But here's another thing. One of the airports I visited on later vacations was the Kuala Lumpur airport over in Malaysia. The KLIA, Kuala Lumpur International Airport, is 55 kilometers away from downtown Kuala Lumpur, which takes maybe 45 minutes, according to Google Maps, because they just need to find a big plot of empty land to put their airport where it's away from civilization, doesn't get in the way of like traffic and, they gotta find room for it. Apparently in South Korea, one of the only ways in order to get from Incheon over to Seoul is a little subway train that takes 1 whole hour to go from the airport to downtown. That is a crazy amount of time to just be by yourself, looking out the window and filming, which is what I did. But then I eventually get to Seoul Station. That actually sounds something like a radio station you would hear about in your local city. It's the Seoul Station. I don't know. Once I got outside, I was crazy with my camera. I was filming everything. All the buildings and all the traffic and stuff. There was a little shopping area or shopping mall thing between the station and other parts of the city. I just kind of wandered around for a bit and got lost. Honestly got lost. But I did eventually find a actual Korean restaurant, like the kind you might see in your country if you have Korean restaurants. But this one was actually serving traditional Korean food, something like some rice, and you have pickled vegetables, including some kimchi, and you can enjoy it with some boiling hot tofu dish right here. It was delicious. So in the suburb that I live in, there are plenty of restaurants that can give you more authentic Chinese or Korean or Japanese dining experiences, let's just say. And it's not Panda Express. It's not your Chinese buffet. This is like actual sit-down restaurants with their special chopsticks and silverware and everything. And I'm glad that I could experience that in the actual country of origin in South Korea, and that it was similar to the one I had in the US. It's pretty cool. But my mission was not just to wander around Seoul aimlessly, eventually getting maybe some footage of this North Seoul Tower, blurry in the distance and all that. Now, I had a specific area that I kind of wanted to check out. This area was called Myeongdong. I heard that it was a big shopping district that I could go and shop, and I wasn't feeling spendy. I just wanted to browse around and see what all in South Korea you could shop for. One of the first things I noticed is just blaring K-pop coming from shops in the shopping area. It was a surreal experience. Just, man, you hear this on the internet radios and the YouTubes, and now it's here in real life just being blurred out at you by random shops in Myeongdong. I feel like that was surreal. But then, one other thing caught my eye. It was a person in a meerkat costume holding up a sign for a meerkat cafe. Imagine your cat cafes, the place where you can go and pet cats and maybe have a drink or something, but with meerkats instead. And as a furry, let me tell you, I had to go here. I had to go. It was within my soul that I had to go there. I scrambled on over there. Really, it's just a big scramble over there. So I mosey on over to this hotel-looking place, and then I took the elevator up to the 6th floor, and there it was, the Meerkat Cafe. But shh, shh, shh. You had to be quiet. You don't want to scare the animals. You also have to take off your shoes and leave your fursuit and stuff inside the lockers. But then when you're there, it's so cute. Just look at this little raccoon they had. Yes, they had more than just meerkats. They had raccoons. They had little kitty cats. They had wallabies. They had whatever this thing is called. They had this animal here from South Africa. And they also had, what was it, a rock T-Rex? This thing could chew so loud, seriously. And it just sounds like a little clicking. So whatever the hell this thing is could really just, it was energetic. It could climb on you. It could do anything. It could even climb on me.
Yes.
But eventually I was here to see the meerkats. So I go over to this little kindergarten daycare looking thing. It's just this big cage square thing that they keep them in just so they don't run off and get stepped on or whatever. And then me and the other people that were there, also white foreigners, I should mention, sit ourselves down, and then the meerkats swarm us into our laps and try to chew on our clothing and all that. They have little food for the meerkats to snack on. They have the little blankets for them to put on our laps, but the meerkats aren't really having that. They're used to digging around and stuff, I guess. By the way, do you know what a meerkat sounds like? You thought the frog was the only thing that could go wee? Well, meerkats do that too. But then after that, it was time for me to head out. I think they only let you in for about an hour for like, what was it, like 10 or 12,000 won? Which is fine because there's so much else to see over in Myeongdong. So I head over and walk around a bit more, see all the shopping stalls and shops and all of that for things you could buy like souvenirs and socks.
Did somebody say socks? I'm the socks demon. I eat all your socks. I'm gonna eat this sock right now. But today I have been contracted to not eat any socks. No, siree. What I'm going to do today is I will show you some socks made by the clan of people. The Fursona Socks Clan. I don't even know what a Fursona is, but I know these are socks. And it's got this weird cartoon character head on it. I don't know what that's about. Maybe that means it's got extra beef flavor in it. And I like me some beef. Again, this was the Fursona Socks. They gave me the socks. And now that I've shown you the socks, I'm gonna eat them.
Would you like your Fursona's face on a pair of socks? Go to fursonasocks.com. It's the perfect gift for you or your favorite furry. Also, travel mugs, fleece blankets, why not? Again, that's fursonasocks.com. I take a little break from all this wandering around into a little coffee shop. It was down in the basement of this shopping mall place. And I didn't get coffee, but I did get like this fruit tea drink thing. It was okay. Not the best, but it was all right. So I walk around some more, and then I see the McDonald's, and I figured, I'm curious what kind of specialty hamburgers they have in Korea. And boy, do they have them. The one I decided to get was the, what was it? The bulgogi? Like a bulgogi burger. And you ever have a sloppy Joe? Imagine, if you will, if McDonald's had a sloppy Joe type of burger or sandwich, and it tasted like the most processed ass-like thing you could ever have. It was disgusting. I had to finish it because I paid for it and I'm cheap like that, but it was disgusting. It was too salty, too greasy, too messy. I don't recommend it. I don't even think it was good bulgogi. No. Don't do it. You're too young to do this. Don't do it. After that, I feel the need to sort of cheer myself up a bit and decide, hey, time to throw the fursuit on. So then I do, and then I film myself as part of my little quest to see how many other countries over in Asia I can film myself fursuiting in. Papa. I didn't suit for more than like half an hour though. I was starting to get a bit exhausted from all the walking around and all that. Like seriously, I have been on my feet since lunchtime. It was time for a break. But before I could finish my trip, there was one little thing that I had to see. And I didn't expect it. I didn't know I needed to see this. But there in the bar and tavern section where you can get your alcohols, there is the Western Bar Texas, Seoul, South Korea. It looked to be almost like a parody of a bar down here in Texas that goes for the country Western look, down to having the stars that you know, Marilyn Monroe and Elvis Presley, right there greeting you, giving you a big Texas welcome. unfortunately, I didn't go inside. I didn't feel like getting hammered at such a phony looking place. It's a nice novelty, but it's no Hooters Shanghai. I'll say that. So then I take the subway train back to the airport, back to my hotel room, and then I filmed the Bad Furry Roleplayers video there, and then that was all of day 1. This video is getting a little bit long, so unfortunately I'll have to tell you guys about day 2 in another video. Given that this is December and the holiday season is coming up, I don't know what kind of videos I want to do for the rest of the month. I'll try to find something Christmas related for a How Furry review, and then I have one more idea. It's a little sneaky, it's a little surprise, but until then, this has been Lightning Runner with I'll just call it my regular vlog series. So this is Lightning Runner with the vlog series, the Lightning Runner vlogs. Get them while they're hot. Ha, sizzly. If you look down there in the description, you will see my social media. That includes my Telegram, my Twitter, my Instagram that I barely use nowadays. Sorry guys. You will also see a link to my Discord server that is open to the public. You and other fans of my videos can come to the Discord server, discuss things about me, or talk to me. But there are also special privileges of this Discord server that I should tell you about. If you are a part of my Patreon squad, you can watch videos early, a day early at least. You can get dedicated areas just for the Patreons that pay the amounts that you pay. If you pay me enough on Patreon per month, you can even tell me what videos to make. Do you have any good ideas, Buster? Again, that is my social media, my Discord server you can check out, my Patreon. You can pay me money. And you can also do this for the video if you like it. You can also do this if you did not like it. You can also leave a comment if something just speaks to you and you just have to tell me. And then that's about it. You could subscribe and watch more, but I want you to watch a few more videos first. Maybe even some of my vlog videos. I'll do a playlist of those down there. Yeah, that's about it, actually. Stick around for part 2 later next month. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.